Coming up on UT 10 News, there was a whole lot of singing and dancing on campus this weekend.
And some Toledoans are trying to take back the city.
Plus, Phil Levering and DeJuan Collins will check in with the legendary Chuck Ely. Your news in 10 minutes starts now. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jocelyn Cruz.
And I'm Elise Chingari.
Layoffs are looming for the Toledo Police Department, and concern for public safety is an issue.
David Gonzalez has the details on how this will affect you.
Due to the city's budget deficit and the hard economic times, the Toledo Police Department is facing layoffs. There is growing concern of safety throughout the city and areas off campus from the University of Toledo. Earlier this month, the city said 75 police officers were going to be laid off. However, after Mayor Finkbeiner's balanced budget proposal, only 40 officers will lose their jobs. The University of Toledo Police Department is a separate police force than the city's. Chief Jeff Newton has confidence in the TPD.
I still have a lot of faith in the Toledo Police Department's ability to manage, the security and safety of the city.
Mayor Cardi Finkbeiner had a press conference Friday and says the TPD will persevere.
I know the depth of the challenges we have to meet, and we will meet them with courage and with mettle.
The mayor would not go into detail about the layoffs or the budget, but he says despite what's going on, crime rate in Toledo has dropped 19%. Layoffs for the officers could start in early May. This is David Gonzalez for UT 10 News.
Take Back Toledo. It's the name and slogan of a group of area businessmen trying to make Toledo more business friendly. They believe the first step is recalling Toledo Mayor Cardi Finkbeiner. The group feels that in order for Toledo's economy to turn around, a change is needed. And with over 40,000 signatures, a recall is coming. Coordinator Brian Schwartz believes college students especially need to worry about Finkbeiner.
And we want there to be jobs for those students as they graduate from UT and the other regional colleges to have some place to go and stay in our community.
If the signatures are valid, the issue will be on the ballot for the general election in September.
Do you agree with Jansen? That's the question that the student organization Campus Crusade for Christ is asking students. The spokesperson for the group, Jansen Lemley, wants to know if people believe in the Bible like he does. The slogan has been on Facebook, in the Collegian, on sidewalks, and on T-shirts. Jansen says the group's purpose to make God the topic of conversation on campus. To get the answer to the question, Jansen and the group want students to meet them Thursdays in the Ingman Room at 8 p.m.
Singing and dancing took over Savage Arena this past weekend. Over 1,500 people showed up for Songfest. They watched 21 teams compete in 3 different groups of competition. The men's, women's, and co-ed groups all consisted of different student organizations. Each team had 6 minutes to show the judges their stuff. The College Republicans team captain, Matt Rubin, embraced the school tradition.
It was unbelievable. This is the first time I've done Songfest, the first time the College Republicans have done Songfest, and we had an absolute blast. It was everything I hoped for.
Over $1,500 in proceeds were raised and will go to the Josina Lott Center for Handicapped Adults. And a congratulations goes out to the women's division. The Kappa Deltas won it.
And congrats goes out to the men division winners, Pi Kappa Phi fraternity, and also the co-ed division, the University YMCA.
Stick around. We'll be back with Phil Levering and your Rocket Sports in 30.
Imaging technology has dramatically improved the diagnosis and treatment for patients worldwide. Right here at the UT Medical Center, we use the most advanced imaging technology for breast, heart, brain, and sports-related problems. This allows for the most accurate diagnosis and effective treatments. Investing in the best imaging is how we invest in our patients.
To learn more, visit utmatters.com.
Welcome back, Rocket fans. I'm Phil Levering, and this is your UT 10 Sports. In Diamond news, UT traveled to meet the Bobcats in Athens over the weekend. After dropping the 2 games of a doubleheader, the Rockets bounced back on Sunday. Junior pitcher Jacob Bernath earned his first win of the year, and teammate Matt Zahel picked up the save. Toledo native catcher Aaron Dudley from St. Francisco Knights led the offense with a 3-for-3 performance with 2 doubles and a run scored as Toledo stays on top of the MAC West Division standings. Thanks, Aaron, for representing my alma mater. In tennis, the men's team hosted the Ball State Cardinals on Sunday, and it came down to the wire. Doubles, Sven Burris and Robbie McCollum looked real solid. McCollum, bringing the pepper and the onions, served a nice ace here for a 7-4 edge. Now here's McCollum again later in the set. Strong serve, returned by Ball State, back to Robbie, and put away by Burris. The team would go up and win that set 8-4, and they stood by and watched Alexander Elisovic and Jason Miller come back from 5-6. But in the end, they could not come back, and they felt as UT would lose the doubles point. Okay, but then the singles. UT won 3 of 5 matches going into the last set. They needed one more win by Gersha Harika to force a tiebreaker, but a nice placement here by Jorge Rodriguez put him up, and Harika had another chance here to put his team away, but the return was too far, and the team loses 5-7. That would be game, set, and match for Toledo as they lose to the Cards 4-3. The team moves to 15-9 on the season, and they will host Northern Illinois on Saturday, April 11th for the last home game of the season. UT football fans are making a strong case to induct Chuck Ely into the College Football Hall of Fame. Our reporter DeJuan Collins takes a closer look at the career of a true Rocket legend.
The title of his documentary tells it all. 35-0 as the starting quarterback for the Rockets, Chuck Ely has the longest winning streak of any college quarterback ever. Chuck was the quarterback for the Rockets from 1969 through 1971. He completed his career with 5,275 passing yards and 45 touchdowns. He was also 3-time MAC Player of the Year and finished 8th in the Heisman vote in his senior year. As a humble man, Chuck gives a lot of credit for his success to his teammates.
I think it really means a lot, but I think it means a lot not only for me, but it also is a representative of a lot of my teammates that doesn't have the opportunity to be inducted.
Chuck was a first-team All-American for Football News, which was not considered an accredited sports ranking when Chuck played, but it is considered today.
We wish you the best of luck, Chuck. For UT 10 News, I'm DeJuan Collins.
Thanks for that, DeJuan, and I'll tell you what, you can support his case by logging on to his website, inductchuck.com.
You know, he had such a great undefeated career. I hope that they decide to induct him.
I also agree. We'll be back in a moment with more UT 10 news.
When I was little, my grandma took me to the Dairy Queen, right? She bought me a banana split. And you know, I was kind of a little messy when I was little, all right? Then the bee got in the car. My grandma's like, baby, don't swing at the bee, because the bee won't hit you. Don't swing at it. I didn't swing, and guess what happened, Grandma? The bee stung me. I swing at bees because they'll sting you anyway, because they're ruthless and they have no soul.
A major makeover is coming this month to the UT Rec Center. A new weightlifting and a yoga and Pilates area will replace the old racquetball room. Associate Director Nancy Burhans says the current weight room is too small to handle the increasing number of people using the equipment. New machines are being added in response to user suggestions. Burhans explains the rec is using its own savings to fund this project.
Construction is going to be around $140,000 to $145,000, and then we're going to put about $40,000 to $45,000 worth of equipment.
The rooms are expected to be open no later than May 1st.
Raising awareness is one UT student organization's goal. Spectrum helps to inform people and provide a safer place for lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender students. Vice President Matthew Radnicki says Ohio ranked at the bottom of the gay tolerance list. Spectrum hopes their events, such as the Diversity Ball this month, will increase awareness.
That's it for UT 10 News. If you have any stories or information you would like to share with us, please email us at ut10news@gmail.com.
And remember, you can also watch our newscasts on YouTube and Facebook, where you can get caught up on all your campus news whenever you want. For Jocelyn Cruz, Phil Levering, and all of our crew, I'm Elise Chingari. Have a great week and stay tuned for more news from the UT campus.